Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tom. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be ranking 10 Tori Amos records. So let's continue the video right now. Hi friends, as I said before, I'm going to give you my top 10 Tori Amos records. And I'm talking about regular albums here. So I'm not going to be talking about this thing. I'm not going to be talking about this collection. I'm not going to be talking about this collection, which is actually a great box set. I absolutely love it. The most beautiful box set I've ever seen. I'm not going to be talking about it. I'm not going to be talking about this one as well, because yeah, you know why. So I made a list of my 10 favorite Tori Amos records. I've been listening to Tori Amos for over 20 years. I collect a lot of CDs, I collect a lot of vinyl records. And actually I had a hard time ranking these records because there were a lot of records that I thought were good. And yes, I have to tell you that there were a few albums that didn't make the list because Tori Amos has released more than 10 studio albums. So yeah, a couple of them didn't make the list, but you will find out which ones those are later on. So let me start with the top 10 right now. So number 10 is for Unrepentant Geraldine. So when this album came out, I was pretty happy with it. I've listened to it a couple of times. There's some pretty interesting and good songs on here. It's just not my favorite album. I don't really listen to it that often. Even there are some great songs on here, such as Invisible Boy. I really like the opening track, America. But overall, it's not my most favorite album. So let's head off to number 9. Yeah, I feel kind of sorry for putting this on number 9 because it's her latest record. And I was actually doubting to put this a bit higher, but you know, I had to be honest and I just didn't really listen to it that much. But when the album came out, I really thought it was a good album. I just don't really play it that often. I guess I should play it more. It's just that I think Tori Amos has made some better records. So let's get into number 8. Number 8 is for the Beekeeper. I actually listen to this quite often. It's really a decent album. It's a pretty long album and I think there are some songs that should have been left out, but overall it's a really good record. And I really like Sleep with Butterflies. It's such a beautiful song. Tori did an in-store signing, so she signed the record for me back in the day. That was of course a special moment for me, and she was just such a nice woman. So let's head off to number 7. So number 7 is for To Venus and Back. I don't know, maybe I should place it a bit higher. You see how hard the ranking thing is. I really having a hard time doing it. And there's some great songs on here. Bliss, Concertina, Josephine, Thousand Oceans. I really like it. I don't know, I'm still not sure if this is really number 7 or a bit higher. I don't know. But let's continue to number 6. Number 6 is for Under the Pink. I have it right here. I've got a black vinyl. I've got a pink vinyl. I also have some CD versions lying around here somewhere because obviously back in the day I wasn't able to get it on vinyl, but now it's pretty easy to get. It's a solid record. There's some really good songs on here. Most favorite ones, Baker Baker, such a beautiful song. Pretty Good Year is a wonderful, beautiful song as well. And of course, you've got Cornflake Girl, which is, I think, her most famous song to date, Under the Pink. So let's continue to number 5. Number 5 is for Voice for Pele. I think a lot of people hate me for that because I think a lot of people would place this a bit higher. It's just so hard. It's just so hard ranking these records. I think this album is very different from what other people released at the time. I believe it came out in 1996. And I think this is a really strange record in that time period. And I absolutely love it for it. I love the image created with this album. There's so many wonderful images in here. You should really check out the photos. They're just beautiful. I believe she recorded this in a church, which makes it extra special. Yeah, so number 5. It is. So let's continue to number 4. And here it is, Little Earthquakes. People are gonna be mad about this because obviously it's her debut record. It became a really important album for a lot of people. It's a wonderful album. It's a great debut record. Still plays a lot of songs from this record live, but it's number 4 for me, and that's for personal reasons. There were just 3 albums that were more personal to me. but I do understand that this is an important album in her career, and it's definitely the Tori Amos record that has defined her music and her sound, and it's a masterpiece. Let's head off to number 3. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be surprised that I put this album on number 3, but I will explain it to you. So this is number 3, Strange Little Girls. For me, it's an important album. It's the album that got me into Tori Amos. It's actually my first CD of Tori Amos, so I'm really attached to it. I've listened to it so many times, and I have just really good memories of this record. I was 13 actually, I think, when this came out. It's such a special record for me because of that. I know these are all cover songs, but I just really like the concept of it. I like the photos in here, and I like the fact that she covered all male artists and turned them into her own songs because they really sound different than the original ones. And I think this concept just really works. If you don't know this record, you should really see the booklet. It's amazing. They did 12 photos of Tori Amos where she dressed up with 12 different girls. I'm aware that not a lot of people would rate this so high, but yeah, as I said before, it's an important album for me, and it's my first Tori Amos record. So yeah, that will always be special. So let's head off to number 2. So this is number 2 from the Choir Girl Hotel. It's just really good. I can't find a bad song on this record. I think a lot of people agree that this is a really good album. It's really a band record. It's a bit more rocky. It's very alternative. It's a record I still put on a lot of the time. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's a really good record. And we do need a vinyl release for this. I don't think it's a big surprise, but here we go and see what my number 1 is. So here we have my number 1 Tori Amos album, Scarlets Walk. This is actually the piano book. This is the album. Yeah, what can I say about it? My number 1. I love this album. It's 18 tracks long, and I love the entire record, and I still listen to this so much. I especially love Taxi Ride. I love A Sort of Fairy Tale. I love Strange. I love Sweet Sangria. Well, I can continue. As I said, this is a really good album. Produced by herself. It came out in the beginning of 2000. And I cannot believe that this album is already more than 20 years old. And I truly think that this is a masterpiece. So that's about it, guys. This is my top 10. Hate to tell you that some records didn't make it. Abnormally Attracted to Sin is not on this list. American Doll Pussy is not on this list. I'm sorry, guys. This is not on here as well. I'm sorry. So that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you guys on board. I would love to have you join the club. So let me know if you have a favorite Tori Amos record. So hope to see you all in another video. Have a lovely day or night. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, friends.